Good afternoon, everybody. This is the owner of Georgian's Moving Cleaning Company, and I'm going to explain to you the process of moving. And I'm going to try to explain to you every step, so any customer that watches this video, you could compare, contrast, and you could get an overview understanding of what it takes to do a professional move for you being the customer. So let's go into phase one of this. So on our website, we had pricing for a studio move all the way up to a 5 bedroom move. And a lot of times, when you call the customer, can you give me, an idea how much moving would cost? It's a couple of things. The reason why you can't really give a customer an accurate idea of what moving would cost. First, your inventory. How much inventory you have? Are you moving miscellaneous? Are you moving boxes? Are you moving furniture? If you're moving all three, that's one thing that's going to take a projection. Is this going to be 4 hours or is this going to be 8 hour job? The only way to determine that is doing a video chat. The video chat is going to be about 75% accurate. Doing a face-to-face assessment is going to be the most common way for you to get a professional quote, 100% accurate quote, because the company's actually coming out looking at everything. And it's factors when they come out what they're looking for. If you're a month away or you're a few days away from your moving date, the first thing I'm looking at is, did you attempt to pack anything? 9 out of 10 of the times, your charges is going to be much higher if you invite a professional out to look at everything. You ain't got nothing packed. So ideally, when should I pack? You should pack as soon as you know you're about to move, and you should pack the things that you don't have use for, or things that you're not looking to touch no time soon until you get into your new place. That's the first thing. Relocation. When you trying to relocate to another area, it's always best to go with a company versus a pod. I want to throw this a pod service or a company, a moving help, and I'll tell you the reason why. When you go with a company, a full service company like us that offer moving, pack, and assembly services, junk removal, home organization, donation services, you name it, we do it. You get one total price for everything. When you're going with other companies, you ain't gonna be able to book directly everything under that company. And the reason why, they don't offer all them services. Some of them services could be insurance, conscientious. Some of those services could be much harder. Some of those services could be low, meaning they don't get a lot of jobs in them area. We are one of the few companies in the United States of America that offer all different type of services. So when you relocating, it's great to book with us. If you relocate into New York, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Delaware, we would give you one total price of relocation. As long as you're in the United States, we would come to you and move you into your new place with one total free. You avoid pods, because if pods handle it and I handle it, that's two different people handle it. So if something gets broken, the insurance company is not going to honor it. If you book with another company, insurance company ain't going to honor it because they're going to want to find out where did this occur at. So it's best to book with one company. And it's best to have a budget prepared for it. It's best to plan early so that could be taken care of for you. Let's get back to the moving. We also look at logistics. Logistics is this: is how far are you moving, and what is the logistics of the place. So when we talk about the place, we talk about actually how far is the truck from the apartment or the home. How far is the truck from the apartment at the move to place? So these is things that moving companies observe, and this how they come up with their pricing. How many flights of stairs? Is it any tight areas? Is it furniture hidden? Meaning, is it located in the closets, basements, attics? All of that stuff is very important. That's how we determine pricing as far as a professional moving company. Um, Valuables. What is valuables? An Apple computer. Um, Anything that's over $1,000 is a valuable. Anything that's over $1,000, your insurance company will tell you to charge 10% of with that 10% for that piece. And the reason why is because you really don't want insurance claims. So if you purchasing additional insurance for companies, it's not going to be validated. Why? Because they give you a percentage on a pound. Once you add up your pounds and you file an insurance claim, most likely you're not going to get nothing back for that piece. Also, you need to have insurance on your items. So when you moving the customer yourself, you need to have insurance. Not just the moving company, you need to have insurance. Because when you file a claim, it's insurance versus insurance, not insurance versus customer. If I have insurance and you don't have insurance on your items, most likely your claim is going to be denied. Why? I experience this and I tell customers this. So there's no such thing of purchasing assurance. It's not going to count. It is a such thing of already having insurance on your items. And trust me, believe me, there's all different type of ways to have insurance on your items. You just have to look up your homeowner insurance or your rental insurance, and you can have insurance on your own items. So that's that is another way how we quote. So we quote based off of logistics, we quote based off of inventory, and we also quote based off of value. That's the three determines of three factors, the main factors. Another thing we quote off of how many things that need to be disassembled and reassembled. Cribs, day beds, bump beds, IKEA beds. These are things that take a significant time. Also, washers and dryers, appliances. Appliances should not be moved by moving companies. Why? Because some appliances require you to turn off the gas. So appliances should not be moved by moving companies because our license don't fall under that. Thank God that I own a home improvement services, so my team members is trained on how to turn off the gas to disconnect the gas dryer. So these is things that customers sometimes not educated on that we want to educate you here at George's Moving Cleaning Company on what's to do about what's the do's and the don'ts. The overall thing is this: if you want a professional quote from us, not any other company, from us, it's two ways to do that. We could do a video chat. The video chat, we're going to slow you down. We're going to walk through everything, and I'm going to determine first, is anything packed? I'm going to ask you also, is anything previous damaged? So when we touch it, or is it damaged enough where we can move it, or is it damaged by the time we get to the truck, it'll fall apart? If it is, then we don't want to make that part of the move because we don't want it to damage no more than what it is. Um, that's what we'll do during the video chat. We'll take our time. We'll do a great walkthrough, and you will get a fair price. The fair price is negotiation. With us, it's two things that you're going to have to sign off on. You're going to have to sign off on a customer inventory sheet, and you're going to have to sign off on the contract. So that means no adding. That means no adding because that's not going to be accounted for. That piece won't be accounted for if we was to damage it. So we real strict on making sure that we, you know, agreeing to sticking with the contract agreement. Measurements is important. It's our job. We come out. It's our job to measure. We could kind of look at the frontage and see if it's going to be a hard, you know, a hard turn or do we need a caddy corner, you know, et cetera, et cetera. It's our job to wrap furniture properly. Some furniture can't be wrapped all the way, um, uh, pretending on the type of material it is. Some type of wood, if you put good padding on it, it will chip away. So it's some things that we don't wrap like chairs, some low end coffee tables, low end tables, low end dining room tables. Some stuff we won't wrap, but we know how to put it on a truck. You can see your move directly on our YouTube page. So if you visit our YouTube page, you'll see in real time how we do our moves. We try to record all our moves. We get customer permission so customers understand why we so professional and what we do different than with other companies. We have no competition. We have no competitors. We do like to team up with other companies if we can, so we can teach them, how to go about providing providing professional service, a professional moving service for a customer. So that's it. You got logistics, you got your inventory, and you got how valuable your furniture is, and assembly services. And them things come into play. Them things is what make costs the way it is. It's our job. It's a one-time fee, so it's our job to make sure that we affordable. But it's also our job to make sure we going over the do's and don'ts, so customers get a clarification, a great understanding of what to expect on a moving day from a professional moving company. I'm your owner, George Kellycut. I hope this gave you more clarification how moving works. Like, share, please listen to this video all the way, and we look forward to serving you, and we look forward to doing business with you. Love, peace, and happiness. Yours truly, George Kellycut.